Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Reagan.
I'm Renee, and this is What the Romance.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Okay. Hey guys, guess what? We have a special guest. Faye, are you ready? Because I don't know if I'm ready.
I don't think
Ready. I don't
they're
know if
ready.
anybody's ready.
I'm ready. I don't think they're ready.
All right. Well, let's introduce her. Let's not make time. Just keep passing by. Ladies and gents, Nicole Dykes herself is here. Yay.
Hi.
So for those who don't know, Nicole Dykes, she does a lot of books. I can't even name all of them. There's too many. But we are talking Summer of Sterlings right now because these books left a mark. Let's say that. They left a mark on
For
me.
sure. On me too. Don't worry.
Nicole, she definitely saw firsthand how it treated me. Those were some good times.
Yes.
Okay. So, my first question for you, Nicole, is what inspired you to create this series?
Oh my gosh. I don't really know. I think I wanted something at a lake house,
Okay.
and that's just what happened.
It kind of just started there.
Yeah, I knew
Okay.
I wanted a lake house thing.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
I like that.
It
I like
makes
that it
no
was just based
sense.
on a location. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine are
that's-
usually based on men.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that would make sense, but yeah.
I'll say I like that kind of difference about it. I like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Nicole, tell us a little bit about yourself.
About me, I don't know. I'm a mom. I have 2 little girls, and as you can see, that's pretty much my life. And a wife, and then I'm also a writer.
And how many books do you have right now? I know there's so many.
I don't even know, and Ari will be mad at me because she knows and she'll send it to me, but I don't know. I think it's like 30.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, like I think so.
Mhm.
But yeah, I never know. I just kind of just keep going.
I mean, keep them coming.
Yes, please do.
Going off of that, I definitely have a suggestion. Is there
Oh,
quite
yes, we
possibly a
talked-
chance we can get a Ross Brothers series?
Yeah, I mean that was the plan.
Okay.
Okay.
It was the plan, but I do that. Like I set them up and then I move on to something else. And then I'm like, oh, I need to go back. But yes, that was definitely the plan.
Okay, as long as we know that it's like it's there. The thought
Yes,
is there.
There was an intention to write them.
There definitely was with the sister.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I wanna meet Spencer so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. He needs
I wanna
a
know
book.
his
I know
story.
that.
I wanna know his story. There's something
yes.
I don't know. But of course he won't be
There's
Sawyer.
There's something there.
Yeah, that's
Oh, God.
I know. I definitely set it up.
You did. But also I would like to meet Piper's sister too.
Yeah,
Paisley.
Yes,
Yeah.
Paisley.
she'll be fun.
I'd like to know that story too. There's a whole lot of
yeah.
hot, angry, spicy
They're
feel
angry
to
at
it.
each other.
I'm taking it.
Yeah. I need to go back to them someday.
At least we know that it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there in the back of the mind.
The plan.
So we can definitely see the Ross Brothers series coming, and I'm all for it.
Me
Yeah.
too. I have a feeling I'd like Spencer. I'm not gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
he's someone I would like for sure.
But
Yeah.
also the fact that, like, you know, his other brother Cole and I know you're in the whole phase of Eminem right now. So
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Right? Yeah. I think that was whenever I was starting to transition in there, and I was like, well, maybe I can go back to that one.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, now that you know, like, something you really love, we got it going for us
Yeah.
So I will say, okay, out of all the books of the Summer of Sterling's, including Reconcile of Sawyer as well, which one was like your favorite, like the most favorite to write?
Asher.
Yes. Yes.
Of course. So, of course.
Asher is the love of my life. He is everything I need, everything I want.
He had 2 books, like, obviously.
I know, yeah, true. See, okay, so me and Faye, we go off of this thing. Like every time we're reading books, we always decide, like especially if it's a series type thing, we always like see who each other likes the most, like who's like their number one.
Yeah.
And I knew from this series before she even read it, I knew she was gonna choose Asher just because I've already met Asher and I know what he's like, and I know Faye and what she loves.
Yes.
She was hell bent on saying Link was her man, and I'm like,
okay, Link was my number one.
Yes.
He was.
I'm not gonna lie, because I liked his, like, he was like the alpha male of all the siblings. He was kind of like that strong, but like that rebel. And that's what I like, and that's what I've always been used to. But then you got Asher that came in, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
Link's gone. Asher's number one.
It's the
I
broody
knew it,
ones
too.
for me. I love them broody ones.
Yes.
I have yet to get any of the men wrong for Faye right now. I have yet to.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's like on like 10 for 10 of them. Like,
I don't know how I do it, but I've been
That's
really
amazing.
spot on. Me, I'm just all over the place. Half the time, I'm always doing the outsider, like Sawyer.
Mhm.
Love him. I'm always the outsider.
Yes. I do love Sawyer because he was hated.
Yes.
oh, yes.
Hated. I love them.
I loved his whole like introduction in the second book, and then how it all planned out. Like, I mean, obviously not the greatest of way he did it, but
Right.
called for a great story. Am I right?
Oh, for
I mean,
sure.
I like chaos. Boring
Yes.
if there isn't something.
Oh, no, definitely not.
And while we're on this subject,
Yeah.
so Sawyer in book 4,
Mm-hmm.
why did you not give me that scene in the pool?
Oh, yes.
I
Oh, my God.
know. Because I knew that, I don't know, it would never come back from it.
I mean, you're right. I can see that, but can you possibly, by chance, do a deleted scene?
I know, but I
Like
almost
deleted
did. Maybe I'll do it in my newsletter sometime. I'll just
Yes.
be whatever I want.
I had to read that section, I want to say about 5 to 7 times, because I was really thinking for a hot second like it was happening, and I'm like, no.
I wanted it to, and I kept fighting with myself for so long. I was going to, and then I was like, oh, they'll never forgive her because they're so hard women.
True.
I can.
You're not wrong, so I get
never
that.
come back from it. Like the guys, they would have been like, that was hot, but the girl, they would have blamed her.
True.
Oh, yeah.
True. But I do love the fact that, like, you know, with that whole like time frame happening, and then when we get into Sawyer's book, he's always like making those lines of like, what does it say? If you want to ask me to join you guys in the bedroom, you don't have to butter me up.
Like, and he's always gonna joke about it for the rest of their lives.
I love it. But then it makes me so mad because I wanted it.
I know that. I know. I did too. I went back and forth so many times on it, but I was like, oh, I can't do it to Viv because she's already like people already blamed her for dating him. That she went ahead and did that, I just knew she would never
There
be
was no
like,
coming back.
yeah, I couldn't do
I
it.
get that.
I wanted to do it.
It'd be a good
As
deleted
long as
theme for sure.
As long as you give me a deleted thing, I'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it in my newsletter or something. Just a little what if thing.
Yeah, like in this other scenario.
Yeah, different world.
In a different alternate universe.
And I'm not sure if they could be such good friends if it, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Because
Yeah.
now they're really good.
Yeah.
So they can joke.
I think they're like closer than ever, which is great.
Yeah.
I love their friendship. Like even
yeah.
Viv's and Sawyer's, I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I love a good bromance.
Same. Same.
Same.
What was your favorite to write about? Obviously it was Asher's, but what was also your least? Like either person or the book, whichever.
Let me think. That's a tough one. Like I loved the part with Link and Penelope whenever prom night.
Oh yeah.
That was hard. Like I loved it, but it was so hard to write. I don't know, just part of it. And death scenes. Anytime like talking about death is hard.
Oh,
Yeah. I get it.
You kind of have to put
agree.
yourself in like a really dark place.
Yeah.
And so that was hard, but it was also my favorite too. So it's like hard.
Well, it definitely creates the story. Like, it's like it's the pie for it.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I had to do it, but you have to go to like this really kind of dark part of yourself, which
I can see that.
But
we all have those dark sides.
yes.
Okay, I think I have this one last question.
Okay.
So let's see. What scene out of all the books lives in your head rent free? Everybody already knows mine.
And it's the same for me too.
The pool.
But I mean, okay. I actually have two. The pool scene is number one. The second one is book 2, the movie theater scene where she's watching Friday 13 and he's watching her through the doorway. I can't.
Yeah,
I almost wore my
that
Friday
was
13
fun.
shirt today.
That part was fun for me, and I'm a horror movie lover too, so like incorporating that was so much fun for me.
When I first read that, I was like, oh my God.
I think it's the first book that I really incorporated like my love of horror movies, so that sticks with me too.
Mm-hmm.
So that one lives with me, and Lola, when he discovers her secret.
Oh yeah.
I think that one kind of sticks with me too.
Okay.
Because
That's a good one. I know. I knew what you were thinking, Faye.
Bathtub scene. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay, Nicole. So
what?
Me and Faye. So we have been. She likes to. Okay, so we visualize all these scenes going on, right?
Right.
So there's this scene in Lola's where like her and Hayden are in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And for her, she was literally drawing it out. Like, Faye, you have your picture, right?
I'm gonna redraw it. It's gonna be.
She was legit drawing it out, and she was like, "This is what I'm picturing." And
oh my God.
Okay. Let me just draw it real quick, and this is how I saw it. Let me open my book here.
Because she was, I think it was more so that she was a little confused on how it was supposed to be pictured, but then like I kind of was getting the fact of where it was going, but she was not seeing it that way. So
Oh.
she made like 3 different pictures.
I'm scared.
So while we're waiting for her to draw this out, what is your what are you like reading right now? Are you reading? Are you just more so doing writing?
Yeah, I read quite a bit. Right now I'm reading Sloane Kennedy and Lucy Lennox.
Okay.
I pretty much only read MM now.
Right. Hey, they're really good. I enjoyed it, especially Immoral was a good one.
I'm done.
Oh no.
Okay, everybody.
All right, let me just read you the part. He goes, he's on the opposite side of the tub facing me. His arms are wrapped around my knees that are bent up and out of the water. His chest is against my calves and my feet are under his ass. I could stay like this all day. So I'm picturing it, okay? I had a couple different visuals, but I was like, calves. I was like, okay, that's one thing. Like, it's calves. This is what my visual came out to be. Okay, so we have her legs all the way around and her feet under his ass. His arms are around her knees and her calves are on his chest. That's how I imagined it. Because I was like, calves. I was like, calves are throwing me off here. I was
don't know if anybody's that bendy.
I told her, I was like, what is she turned into a straight pretzel.
I guarantee you I had a picture for it at one time and just like wrote from the picture. So I need to find that.
I was like, calves. Okay, calves. I was like, calves back of the thigh. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
That's what I was telling you, Faye.
Like
I told you.
Shins.
But I was like, calves. I was like, damn, okay. So like calves against the chest. I was like, that's like right here. I was like, the legs have to be thrown and he has to be like this with her. I was like, okay, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
It was a good time. Honestly, I was like, oh my God, you have to show Nicole this. She's going to get a kick out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
3 more drawings, too. I was like, this one seems more like it.
Okay, now your questions, Faye.
Okay, my questions. One is how did you come up with the names for your characters? Like, how did you just like, because I write books as well, and I'm trying to write some, and I always have a hard time finding a name that is not unique but not most used in a book.
Yeah. I literally search for boy names and girl names and just go through the list until one screams at me. And sometimes I'll narrow it down to like 3, and then I'll ask like my close group of friends, like, who is this? And they'll be like, no, I have a cousin named this or whatever. No, this guy was horrible to me. Okay. What was the question?
Like, what other names would you have picked for Asher?
I do not remember. I guarantee, I probably have it in my notes somewhere where I could find it, but I think Asher might have always been Asher.
Asher? Okay. Yeah, because honestly, I love the name Asher. I thought it fit him as a person, so I was like, I love
think
it.
Sometimes they just scream at you and you're like, that's it. That's who it's going to be. And I'm pretty sure he was one that was just, that's it. And I think Sawyer was too.
Oh my God.
I love Sawyer so much.
Of course it's our guys.
Yeah. They're both stubborn and this is my name.
Yeah. I love it.
What is like one, like, I guess you could call it like a kryptonite for writing, like something that just is like, it stumps you, like it just stops.
Like, I'm not sure. Like, for me, the only like kryptonite for me for writing would be like stressful week.
Mm.
Okay.
And then I like cat. Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
That's a good question, though, Faye.
It is a really good
Thank you.
question.
Yeah, definitely. I get that. Stressful's week. Yeah.
Yeah, if there's
For sure.
stress, it's harder.
Okay. Let me see. What's another question I have? Okay. Out of all your books, I'm talking like all your books, not even just this series, because this series for me is phenomenal. I love it. Out of all your books.
She hasn't met the Andersons or the Monroes yet, though.
Oh,
No, I think this one will be my favorite.
yeah.
Ashley's
I
just
Usually,
Okay, so out of all your books,
Mhm.
favorite to write, you had so much fun writing it, and you loved how much it took off.
God, it has to be my MM books. They're just more, I don't know how to describe it, but Immoral and Hostel,
I loved that one.
they have really like just stuck with me, and I cannot believe like how well they've done. And I've gained so many new readers from them that message me like all the time. It's awesome. Like,
I will
and then
say,
the
I think I figured out why I like the MM a lot is because I like seeing men be vulnerable.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what about it. It possibly, maybe it's a turn on. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that's where I am falling in love with it because I like seeing men have a vulnerable side and not just like, the broodiness, I guess.
I like that too. And I love like 2 alpha males.
Oh, girl, we could tell you about so many ones that we are reading right now.
Oh, do not start, Tay. This is just gonna.
But I do want to ask her. I do want to ask her this though. Like, okay, Nicole. So I know that you're dipping into the MM right now. Is there any other like areas that you would like try or want to try or thought about trying out?
I have thought about sorry, 2 women.
Okay.
I'm not even sure, like female, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds awkward to say, but yeah, FF. Yeah, I've thought about that. Yeah, people ask me a lot about Mafia, which I read, but I'm not sure I would be that great at.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl,
So, yeah.
you got us with the Mafia. We're good. If you even try and attempt to write something, just let us know. We will be your guinea pigs because we are all about it right now.
For sure.
Literally.
Oh yeah, I used to read it like all the time. Like even in high school, I would read like Mafia stuff. So
we are definitely like in like full on Mafia like force. I don't know how we're gonna get out of it right now, but
Yeah, I think we've gone down like a big rabbit hole, and it's gonna take us a while to come back out.
we've gotten real deep. We are like it's like dark Mafia / reverse harem at the same time, and
Yes.
Yeah. I love dark romance. I don't know if I would ever write it, but I do love it. I think that was like my first love. So
understandable.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a little bit hard to really get in there unless I don't know. I think it's just a matter of like kind of like biting the bullet and trying it type of thing.
Yeah, I do like really realistic stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it would be really hard for me to do dark and then like pull it off. I don't know.
It's hard writing dark Mafia.
Maybe Mafia is real. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll never find out, but
hi, hello, where can I sign up?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I'll tell my husband to start acting like a total douchebag. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Like in real life, I want all these people like locked up.
Yeah, right.
And now I have to like write about them and make them lovable. Like, I don't know. But I do love the villain, so I don't know.
Oh, a good villain. Yep.
Love a good villain. Sorry. We are currently reading this like series right now, and it's just all over the place.
One freaking roller coaster.
Oh,
I don't even
That's
want to call it a
fun.
roller coaster. What did we call it? What was
we
the
called it
Gravitron?
The Gravitron,
God.
where you're like
Yeah.
stuck in one place. You never know which way it's gonna go.
Being held down against your will, but like
Oh,
you can't move. You try. It's like the best way I can put it. All right. So I did see you were coming out with a new book, Nicole.
yes.
Tell us what you can about this.
It is a series, and my first series. And it's set around a trauma support group. So fun, right?
Okay.
Not super
Getting some Grey's Anatomy going up in here. Okay.
Yeah, like if each one is gonna follow like a different kind of trauma.
Okay.
So fun times. But it's not like as dark and like depressing as it could be. But
Right.
it's
Okay.
it's fun.
All right.
I'm gonna have to
I'm
read that one,
excited.
'cause that sounds good.
I'm excited.
I'm
Okay,
really
now that-
excited about it.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. Oh my God. I need to introduce the Andersons to Faye.
Aw, I missed it.
You think the Sterlings are good? The Andersons are another story.
Okay, Tay. Quick question.
I'm sorry.
Which one am I gonna like?
Well, I haven't met all of them yet. I still have to finish like the last two. So far, my favorite, right?
Levi.
Yes. Yes. I think you might like Chris, but I haven't met the other ones yet.
Yeah, there is way like yeah. God, it's been so long. I need to go back to my other characters, but yeah.
And I haven't even gotten into the Monroes yet.
Oh my
That's
God.
a whole nother story.
Oh my god. I got a bunch of series I gotta read.
Yeah,
We have so many.
too many. Yeah, I can't even keep up. I'm like, I don't know if that one was.
Well, I mean, obviously, this whole section right here is all you.
I love that. That's so
It's all-
pretty.
It's all you. And it's gonna be getting redone here. I have to take all of them out, put them in my crates for our last move, and they will not be packed again.
I do not envy you. God, I hate moving.
But the new house is like to die for, so it's gonna be
Oh,
great.
it is so
Awesome.
gorgeous.
That's exciting. If you didn't have to
Right.
pack everything and
I know. It's okay.
that's awesome.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm like really sad because now every time I like read the Sterling or some of Sterling's though, and then we come across and meet Colt. My son's name is Colt.
Oh, no.
I didn't name our son though, so it wasn't me. Which is okay, Nicole, I have to tell you this. Okay, so first I didn't name our son, my husband did. And then like I totally even forgot because obviously we had our son after me reading these.
Yeah,
And then when I dived back in with Faye, I was like, oh my God.
that's so
Wow. And then we meet Sawyer, and okay, so when I plan on having another kid, right? And I want to have a girl and I want to name her Sawyer. And I'm like, what the
Oh. Hey,
I was like, damn. I was like, Nicole's like naming all my children without even intentionally doing it.
gonna be sassy. I like it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be a mini Taylor for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ready for a mini Taylor.
I am ready for a mini Taylor.
Yes, it'll be good.
Oh boy. You were the first person to ever give me my first cliffhanger, and I've never gotten over it.
I don't think I've ever read through Lola so fast just to find out what happens to Asher and Viv. I was just like, okay, yep, Lola's doing good. I was just reading, and then I was like, yes, Asher.
I know, it was like, I have good news and bad news. They're getting another book, but you have to wait for one more.
She witnessed my meltdown. Full hands. Oh, I still go back and watch
too.
I go back sometimes and I rewatch all those. I'm like, God, I'm a mess.
I loved it. I died. I was like, I'm sharing this. This doesn't make somebody want to read it. I mean, come on.
Oh God.
Can't just break it down.
After all of that, I literally had like 5 people. They're like, okay, you really convinced me that I need to like see what this is about. And I'm like, I was like, if I was you, I would wait until the others come out.
Yes.
Oh God, it was good though. Like I remember book 2 when I was getting close to the end, and like it's like that saying, you know, okay, I have 20 pages left and there's a lot of things happening that I need to, like, y'all need to get your together type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, I'm like, what if Nicole just totally like throws a curveball and ends it on this biggest cliffhanger? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, would I want that? Maybe. But then I was like, no, I really want to know what happens. But then I'm sitting there and I finished reading, I'm like, she did it. She did it.
Oh my God. I know.
It was when Lola was talking with Penelope and Viv. They were kind of like having their girl time, and she's like looking at Penelope saying like, your eyes have gold flecks in them, and like she's like observing her, like getting into like, she's seeing that, you know, looks like Hayden type of thing. And Penelope was just like wagging her eyebrows jokingly, saying, maybe you just haven't spent enough time looking into my eyes. And I've been like writing and bracketing in my books, and she knows this part right here. Okay.
She knows.
Stop. Wait. She says, I shake my head, the nauseous feeling coming back. No, I'll see you tomorrow. I have to go. I leave her there confused and probably annoyed, but I don't care. I'm in the car and driving toward Hayden's house before anyone can stop me, because now I'm on a mission. And I wrote, she knows. She knows. So it's like our constant saying now. It's our saying now, like to any book. She knows. She knows.
That's fantastic.
I love it. I freaking love it. She knows. She knows.
She does.
I was dying laughing that whole like last few scenes, because like the interaction with her and Penelope. I love Penelope to death. I love her.
Oh, yes, she's my favorite character. Then it goes Lola, and then it goes Viv, and then it goes Piper.
Oh, I love that.
Sawyer and Pipes are my number 1. I'm sorry.
Asher and Viv are my number 1, but Link and Penelope come in really close second.
Oh.
I loved, so Link and Penelope's story was like such a great start to the whole series. Like there was so much information, and like it was really deep and like the feels too, like, you know, depression type of thing. I loved the opening chapter.
Okay. Oh. Yeah.
That was probably my favorite.
That one does stick with me too.
that I just loved how you opened the whole series up with that first chapter. I'm like, okay.
And we're getting into it.
It's like, just hang on. These two have some issues.
Yes, they do. I love it though. I love how like this part, the way I see it, you owe me an orgasm. I love it. And then there was like, I tabbed one where it says, yeah, we're fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it says, okay, so we're fucked up.
God, they're like so codependent. They're a mess.
A hot mess.
And
I love a good hot mess. I love a good hot mess.
And that's
Same.
I always say, like with my MM books, like I don't torture them as much.
Yeah, you don't. I noticed that. Now that you say it out loud, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
It's so true. Like people are like, this is gonna rip my heart out, and I'm like, no, it's probably not.
It's like, what do you expect me to just hurt you?
Yeah, like I can't hurt them. I don't know why, but I just cannot.
They're already too vulnerable. I can't do that.
It's true. It's like they've been through enough. Just stop. Like I can totally pick on my other characters, but my MM one is like, no.
They're awful. They can't be hurt.
Yeah, they read regrets and they're like, oh, this is gonna hurt. I'm like, no, you're fine.
I mean, it hurt to like a different kind of level, but like the more hurt one obviously was Ash, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember people being like, I'm not gonna like him. Like, why is he so mad at her? I'm like, because
I knew from regrets, I knew the moment they went back to the lake house where everything happened and whatnot, and he finally spoke up and like, you know, kind of had a lash out. I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, this guy, he's got something going on. I can't wait for his story. There is gonna be so much, and I'm here for it.
And then
Little did I know, Nicole was just gonna I'm just kidding.
And I had no problem doing that. Like,
no, you don't.
That was fun for me.
Yeah, that book just like
she's gonna just do it now in any other book and be like, this is for you, Taylor.
Yes.
I'll rip the heart out,
anything
stomp
like
on it.
heart-wrenching now, everybody's gonna be like, what is wrong with you? Sorry.
Like, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm still here and I can do it.
Yeah, so me, guys. I know, like the first review I saw of Immoral, and they said, they're so cute. And I'm like, what? What? I was like horrified.
I will say, okay, so in Regrets, is there a scene or anything in there that like you think of instantly? Obviously the first chapter is like there, but
it's fun
for me. So me and Faye, I'm sure I don't know if you saw any of our other podcasts that we've done when we're talking about them. My scene that like really kind of like took off for me like was when Penelope was sitting in the bathtub looking at a bottle of vodka and pills.
Yeah.
And Link comes in and says, don't do it.
Yeah.
That I like bawled into tears. I was like, oh my God.
That, yeah.
I'm picturing the scene happening in front of me and I'm like, oh my God.
She has just so much guilt.
I know.
I think, yeah. That stays with me for sure. Her guilt.
Yeah.
I think we all have guilt.
I did, like, my jaw dropped so far when, you know, everything is going great with her and Link. Like, they are going good. And then out of nowhere, Viv shows up, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh,
like,
no. I was like,
I'm like, no.
Oh, my God. I know. That book is just like, bam, like, everywhere.
Like, I was okay. I literally felt it too. I was like, okay. Like even he said it. He's like things are going really good. Like we're going down a good path. And I'm like, you're speaking too soon. Shut up.
Yeah.
You're gonna jinx it.
And then sure enough, he pulls up and there's Viv.
Never say it's good. So yeah, that book has a lot of me in it. And I'm like,
It's
no.
a setup book.
And then the fact that like Link's like, is this my kid? And then no, and then she like, so that's where I was kind of going with it, and out of nowhere she's like, no, it's Colt's, and I'm like,
yeah.
My expression exactly. I was just like,
I'm like, oh shit, bomb dropped.
Yes.
our text messages, Taylor, while I was reading these books are freaking hilarious. It's like, oh my God, tell me what's gonna happen now. No, keep reading. Oh, but I don't want to. I need to stop. I'm gonna die.
Faye is like the worst person. She is the worst when it comes to books that she hasn't read. And like ones that I've already read, and so like I know what's happening, or like I'll read ahead of her like really fast. She'll text me, she's like, oh my God, just tell me what happens. I can't take it anymore. Don't make me skip forward. And I'm like,
I do that.
I'm like, just read.
I skip forward so bad sometimes. Like sometimes I'll be like not even in the middle of the book, but I'll just go to like to the epilogue and be like, okay, did they live happily ever after? Did they have kids?
So she
okay,
basically did this in this series that we are doing right now. She did that, and I silent treatment her so hard.
I was like, oh my God, you're gonna hate me. I read ahead.
Yeah.
I read ahead. I know who took her. I know who it is. Like, don't hate me, but I know.
Yes.
Yeah, I gave her a huge silent treatment.
Yeah, she did. She didn't text me till that morning. I was like,
it was
I'm
hard.
bad with that with like shows that I'm watching. Like I look up spoilers, so I get it.
oh yeah, I read the freaking like little like things that they have at the bottom, like the little like snippets of it. And I'm like, okay, so she's gonna die in this episode. He's gonna die in this episode.
Like Ozarks, like
yes.
like I want to know who's gonna die because I'm gonna be mad.
I think so. The only time I ever did that was watching True Blood.
Oh yeah.
And it pissed me off so bad that I stopped watching.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why did I do that?
I've done that with like every show. I do that with every show.
Prepare myself if somebody I love is gonna die on the show. Like I need to know and stop getting attached to him.
Right? I feel that 100%. Oh God, I still need to buy my Reconcile. I'm honestly shocked I don't have it, but I need to buy my Reconcile so I can add it to this lovely stack. What made you think of all of these photos, by the way? They're so good.
Yes, I love them.
For hours. So much time looking through stock photos.
And it's like so like great how precise they are. Like this legit looks like Viv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one looks like Lola.
Like
Yeah,
spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's all who I can
got
imagine
lucky.
reading Lola.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
When
like
I saw those
on.
photos, I was like, oh, there they are. It took forever, but yeah.
This one's my favorite though, because
Aw.
they look exactly like them too.
Yes.
I don't know that one yet. I gotta read it.
There's so many.
We'll put it on our never-ending list.
Yeah.
No.
We have currently read, what did we decide? It was like 20 books within 2 months.
21. And then we have 3 more to finish
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot.
within 2 months.
How I'm doing this while packing and taking care of my son and planning his birthday party, I have no idea.
No.
Well, then I read one more that you had already read by Candy. I read 2 that you had already read by Candy, so that brings me up actually to like 23.
True. Very true.
Pretty good. I don't sleep. So,
I mean, same.
I don't sleep either.
I mean, same. Running off of probably like 3 hours of sleep right now. Still recovering from my birthday last night. It's fine.
oh, yeah, yeah. My husband's like, why are you reading? You said you were tired. I'm like, shh. Let me read for another 3 hours and then pass
Like
out.
the whole 2 weeks, I've been sleeping or falling asleep with my phone like this,
Yep.
or like holding it.
That's my whole
I always fall asleep like
every
that.
night.
All right.
So,
So
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
Of
coming.
course.
Huge honor.
Phenomenal.
yes, and we are going to be doing more. Obviously, when we get into the Andersons and Monroes, we'll have you back.
Okay.
So
God, I hope my memory will go back.
And I have 2 more collages that I gotta post tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I love
So-
those.
Thank you.
Oh, and I'm so glad that you love the TikToks too. They were really fun to make.
I love them. I'm like obsessed. I wish you could share on TikTok, but
I know, right? I mean, I
Yeah.
could send you the video and then you can post it too. So
I would so post it.
Do it.
okay, I'll send them to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I
All
would
right,
love
well,
that.
We love you guys. Please subscribe
Yes.
and follow,
Thank you.
comment. Thank you again, Nicole. Love your stuff.
Go
I
follow
will
her
still-
on Instagram. Go read her books because they are phenomenal.
Thank
You
you.
won't be disappointed. Caution, she does break hearts.
Not anymore.
But she'll put them back together. Just give it a hot second.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes 2 books.
Yeah, sometimes. But you'll get there.
We'll be fine.
All right. Well,
All right.
we are going to sign out. Love you guys. Thank you again,
Yes.
Nicole.
Love you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. This has been
Bye.
freaking great.
Bye.
I dream